Hi everyone, Brewman Jenkins here, or Lazy Fire on the forums, and this is Battlefield 3. This is DICE and EA's 2011 well-supported release in the Battlefield series. Though it's the third numbered entry in the series, it's actually something like the 11th game, if you consider Modern Combat, Bad Company 1 and 2, and the various Battlefield Play for Free games that have been released for the PC. And of course Battlefield 2142 and Battlefield 1943, which was an Xbox and PlayStation 3 and PC exclusive little 3-map rotation World War II thing. This is, let's just say it's Battlefield 3. It improves in a lot of ways on Battlefield Bad Company 2, and the multiplayer is a lot of fun. But we're not here to play the multiplayer, we're here to play the much maligned campaign. Now, I've played through the first mission, but most of this is actually going to be blind. So I can tell you that after playing the first level, I do have some serious reservations about the campaign. I'm hoping that some of the kinks get worked out as we get further into the game, but DICE is still better known as a company that has made a lot of good Battlefield multiplayer experiences, and the one game they made that was single-player focused, Mirror's Edge, has had some detractors in the funness of the campaign towards the end, but that game did not focus on combat like this one does. So there's a lot to say about what DICE does well, but let's let it speak for itself. Uprising is actually technically the third mission, but we're going to be jumping into the first mission and the second mission today. And the first mission is really just training, and the second mission is actually also pretty much just training. But let's just start ourselves off nice and easy here. We're going to be playing on normal. I am familiar with first-person shooters. Hard mode is pretty interesting. Aim assist will be turned off. Interesting. I did not see that before. But this is interesting. It's a little bit different than what I was expecting when I first booted it up. But well, really, what I've played is the stuff they've shown at E3s and such since the game was first announced. Actually, you'll notice a lot of the stuff at the very beginning of the game is exactly what they showed off in trailers and such. And this first section here is just a quick intro. There's no dialogue. There's not even a lot of music here. But there's a pretty good combat introduction. I mean, if you've played a first-person shooter before, you're pretty much going to know the controls. Right trigger shoots, right stick looks around, left trigger aims down the sights, and the left stick moves. There's not a lot to do much different really on a console shooter, which is exactly what I'm playing this on. I didn't mention this in the opening section there, but I am playing this on an Xbox 360, and there are some pretty big differences between the PC and console versions of the game, especially in multiplayer, but also in single player, as the game does have some graphic issues. You'll see a few of those, and I'll point them out, of course. But keep in mind the textures are not going to be anywhere near as good as on the PC, and your frame rate's going to suffer too. Alright, we've already picked up our first gun. We're barely a second into the game. Here's a ducking tutorial, but you should know how to do that anyways. Now, I can't pick up any of these guys' weapons right now, which is kind of bad, because they do have better weapons than me, but really they die in one shot anyways right now. Hey, shotgun. This will not last long because the game has to introduce us to QuickTime events. I've played these first two missions more times than I would care to tell you, and it's mostly because I'm an idiot and I'm trying to record live commentary but not paying attention to what the HD PVR I have exports the audio rate as, and so pretty much all my recordings have been messed up because of that. But this time I'm pretty confident that I'm doing the right thing. And QuickTime event number 2 in the first mission. Actually, I technically think this is going to be 2 and 3, because we get to do this. Now, if you couldn't tell, this is a little bit of an in media res plot to start the game, so you know your character is going to survive up till this point, which I really don't like that plot device in games, movies, and such, but here we are. Actually, let's be honest, it was also used in another game that I Let's Played, Black Ops 1, and that's that game had its own issues, but it was pretty fun as far as a Call of Duty style campaign goes. This game also has a very Call of Duty style campaign. There's still some Battlefield flourishes to it, but it doesn't seem to do it as well as Call of Duty does. So that's kind of a detraction. But what's pretty cool is Destruction stuck around. Look at that. Fuck you, seat. You look uncomfortable as shit. Alright. I actually got shot through one of these seats in one of my first recordings. And I thought that was actually pretty cool. I didn't think the AI would be able to do that, and I doubt they actually did. But, you know, whatever. Alright, and we're almost done with this. We're actually going to go into a cutscene in a moment, and I will see you guys on the other side of that.
That better?
Yeah. Who are you? You CIA?
Good morning, Sergeant Blackburn.
When are you gonna tell me what's going on?
18 hours ago, I get a call from Homeland Security saying there's a Marine in detention I need to talk to. Some story about a terror plot in New York, and the Marine claims he has information to stop it. Now, the best part is, he says it's gonna happen today. So here we are. You look jet-lagged, and by that I mean you look like shit. Who is this?
That's him. That's Solomon.
And you still believe he's planning an attack here in New York?
Don't you?
Why?
Because he said so.
I read the file. He's trying to save his own ass. He doesn't know what we want to know.
Wait, just hear me out. You want to bury me after, go ahead.
We don't need to bury you. You're already dead. He doesn't know what we want to know.
We're on the clock. I'm pursuing this lead. What you're going to do is help us clarify the attack scenario. Your cooperation might even get you free of the world of crap you currently inhabit. All you have to do, Sergeant Blackburn, is fill in the blanks. Are we clear? When did you first hear about Solomon and the PLR?
It was 9 months ago. Operation Swordbreaker, Iraqi Kurdistan.
Okay. I'm listening.
Tongue liar, go and tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
Misfit 1-3, this is Misfit Actual. Be advised you are crossing the LMD in 2 mics, over.
Copy that.
Yo, does anyone else really not get what the fuck we're doing here?
Quit being a fucking hippie, Montez.
Just saying, bro, if this is about the PLR, we should be in Iran, not Iraq.
They're crossing borders, dog. PLR's the right people, all right? They don't make them any righter.
Misfit 1-3, this is Misfit Actual. We have a situation developing here. Get your team dismounted and into the staging area ASAP.
This is 1-3. Copy out.
What the fuck are we stopping here for? Our objective's 20 clicks north of here.
I don't know, Montez. Yeah, let's get out on the road.
Nice voice crack there.
Okay, let's go. Move.
I guess we're late to the party. Where's the LT? Hang right up here.
Hey! Hey, you ever ask yourself how this part of the world gets so fucked up all the time?
I just work here, Dave.
Alright, so this, once again, should look familiar to people who possibly saw the trailers for Battlefield 3 when it was first announced. This is exactly where we were. Of course, they played it on a PC, so it looked a little bit better than this. You'll notice some issues at the edges of textures and some pretty bad texture. Yeah, like, those look like some delicious apples. I really like. Oh, hey, I've never delayed them long enough to make them do that. Hello, rabbits.
Gentlemen, welcome. As you know, we're dealing with the PLR insurgents crossing over from Iran. A lot of sectarian tension. I counsel you to remember, gentlemen, the people of this country are not your enemy. The PLR is. At 0930, we lost contact with Viper Squad. They're investigating a possible IED near Spinza Meat Market. That's a pretty fucking bad part of town. We believe the PLR involved. Sending you in to find our Marines, provide support, call in Casevac if necessary. You're the quick reaction force, gentlemen. trusting you to handle this. Let's go find our Marines.
We're on it. Let's go.
Are those black gloves, or are his hands just not there technically?
Sit rep on enemy inside this district.
Anyways.
Assume the worst.
Ah, lens flare. This game is like 90% lens flare and blue filter. I'm gonna warn you on that one.
Go.
Some of these textures and areas should look very familiar to people who have played this game on multiplayer, as some of this stuff is pulled straight into it from single player, or possibly backwards from that. Oh, I can run now. Hello, puppy. Oh, hello. You're so cute. Bye, puppy. He was a poorly textured dog. Alright, so I have an M16 and a sniper rifle of some description.
School's where you come from.
I'll be using this.
Check your corners.
Yeah, right now I'm just talking over basically Generation Kill derivative chatter. No one's gonna miss it. It's all lined underneath. You don't need to know any of these people.
This ammo dump's further away.
Wait, Tremor. We're like 90 clicks from a major fall.
Big cross street here. Hella exposed. Something coming. Back. Wait for him to pass. Let's move.
Nice head fake there, pal.
Black.
Alright. Alright, here we go. See ya. I'll meet you over where we're supposed to be, because I've played this mission more times than I care to count. Wee! Wee! I'm waiting for you. Wee! Wee! Yeah, there is a bit of a Mirror's Edge influence in some of this stuff. You can see your feet. Actually, I think that's the exact same jump animation from Mirror's Edge, if you just stare down at your feet. Anyways.
Not a single civvy. I don't like this shit.
Here we go. Let's just walk right into this. I can actually delay this forever by staying inside, but let's just get right into it. And quick time event time.
Up and smoke! Where the fuck is he? Get him inside! Come on!
So, there's a sniper, if you haven't picked up on that one yet.
Stay low! Where the fuck did they come from?
Alright, this section's annoying if you don't know what you're doing. I'm fairly used to these modern military shooter campaigns, so I thought I knew what I was doing here. But I clearly didn't the first few times. I tried to stay inside that room where I dragged that guy and thin out the ranks. But what I didn't realize is that this game uses a very Call of Duty-like system. I didn't hit anyone, fuck you. That basically requires you to thin out move forward enough that the enemy stops spawning or the next action goes over.
Let's go! Let's go! Bye!
I don't think he was supposed to die.
I'm up! I'm up! I'm up! I'm fucked up, but I'm up! RPG! Mark 12!
Where?
Lord!
Shit. Okay, I think I bugged the game a little bit. Anyways. Let's get rid of these RPG guys before they fuck me up too bad.
On me! Tango's by the building!
There should be... This guy might still be alive. Let's just make sure. Okay, good. They're dead.
Coming over the wall! Right side!
Huh. Alright, I honestly thought that guy wasn't supposed to die, but... You saw how my body was not interacting very well with him. That could just be a bug from the game, though. This game's kind of rife with them. It's why there is an emoticon for dice falling apart in the forums. So just be aware that there might be some bugs. Oh, and this black and white with the red tinge indicates that I am very near death. Well, luckily in this single player mode, it appears that your health regenerates much faster than it does in multiplayer. Even with the health box there, it wouldn't regenerate that fast. Okay, I've been stabbed standing in this exact spot before, so I'm ill-advised to stand there again. This guy, this is weird. I still want to pick up that gun. Come on. Whoa. Okay. Ammo crate.
Hey, buddy.
Alright.
Can you feel this?
He really wasn't supposed to die. What do you know? That's a first. Alright. Let's see what this does for me. I've never had that happen before. I guess friendly fire really will not be tolerated because you won't be able to go anywhere. If I have to restart this level, I'll actually just cut it and respawn us back where we were. Let's see.
Whoa! Second floor! Stay away from the fucking cars! Get down! Friendly's coming in! Friendly's coming.
Okay, let's wait for this guy. This is real exciting gameplay. There we go. Down he goes. I didn't see that guy even shoot.
Goes by the building, far in parking lot.
Come on. It doesn't take that long.
Right there!
Alright, once those guys are down, you can kind of move forward a little bit. Okay, let's get a grenade out there. Unlike Call of Duty games, you cannot cook your grenades in this. If you pull a grenade out, you can hit a button not to throw it for a moment, but it will not cook any further than what you already had. So you always have a certain fuse on grenades that you throw. Alright. This should just about be it. If I walk over to where those guys are currently, where I'll actually be later on in the game, I will actually get told that I'm outside of the bounds of the mission, and I can die doing that. And it gives you a 5-second counter. I'll show that off later, actually. Look at this texture. Okay.
Get the hell inside now!
Let's find out what happened here. He's not here this time. That's good news.
We got him. Hey, buddy.
Good, he's here. Fantastic.
Can you feel this?
Okay. So I know that now. Apparently your invincible guys can die in this game, which is, by the way, a bad design decision, almost as bad as having guys who have to be invincible so they can open doors for you. But that's where modern military shooters are now. Remember when I said this was a little Call of Duty derivative? This is exactly what I sort of mean. These guys you have to wait for these guys to open doors for you, gate you in different ways. You'll see another one of them later on. And it's just a little annoying. I mean, the big follow icon, for fuck's sake. And they have to tell you where to go and all this other stuff. I think we've kind of moved beyond that in terms of game design. But, whoa. Okay.
Sporting all-star insurgent talent out of Iran to here now?
I don't know.
Alright. You know, I never tried this out.
Sniper's still up.
Huh, invincible lights. You know, in, what, no, it must have been like 2000 or something like that. In Perfect Dark, you could shoot out lights. We still not perfected that technology in other games. Alright, fuck this. See you, monkeys, later.
Dude, that's a fucking 50! Stay low. Stay low. It's the hotel. Hotel, I think. Let's go. Cover to cover. We'll draw them out.
Yeah, I've done this a few times, as I've mentioned, and I've died in this section enough times to know how to do this right. Let me explain something. The 50 cal sniper or whatever he has over there, he will repeatedly fire on you at scripted moments, like now, and hit scripted cover pieces and blow them up in different ways. I mean, watch. I can do it too. It's part of the Frostbite engine. But he hits scripted places and all that stuff. Here, I'm going to take out his next target for him. And it goes on like that for a little while. As you can see, I was pretty... he would have taken that out otherwise. But it's just annoying. If you stand up, he'll shoot you automatically because they want you to do a very specific thing here. But they say, oh, hey, he's in a thing, we're going to counter-snipe him. What they don't tell you is that there's a very specific thing that has to happen in a minute.
Okay. Across the street. 50 meters midway up. He's dug into a spider hole. I got AT. Give it to Black. Shit, cover's getting ropey.
I've got anti-tank. Give it to another guy so he can take the shot. I don't understand.
Shot. You see that weapon?
I'm the best shot.
Make it count, brother.
I'm the best shot with a gun. This is not a gun. This is a rocket launcher.
3, 2, 1.
At least they try to explain it a little bit, but it still doesn't make any sense. Alright, here's a rocket, and similar to... Whoa! Whoa, what? He fired on me anyways. If I died there, I would have been pissed. So similar to Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1, you can destroy a lot of the environment around you. In Battlefield 3, it's been toned down quite a bit.
Thing, Doc Holliday. Which direction?
Oh, alright, let's get over here. But destruction's still a very big part of the game. It's just not as huge as it was in Battlefield Bad Company 2. And I have to say, it's kind of refreshing that you can have a rocket launcher or something like that and take out a guy behind a wall instead of having to wait for him to pop his head out. That said, they can do it to you too. Alright. Here's the thing. We're supposed to be protecting these guys. I get shot at way more than they do.
Tango's on the roof.
Yes. Hello. Hi. Alright, let's reload. The squad actually shoots some things pretty well in this game. I'm very impressed at times. But most of the AI still has this issue where it targets you first and no one else.
Check the street level and rooftop.
Look at this. Take that.
Clear, Misfit 1-3.
Not quite.
We got your 6. You were clear.
You know, the fact that we're in Misfit Squad makes you want to make a Danzig joke really bad, but I just can't come up with a good one. Alright, let's take out these guys. I'm kind of glad they didn't take away the sniper rifle. It's very useful. Jesus Christ, I've never died in this one part before, but I might here. Holy crap. Yeah, see what I mean? They do target you a little bit too much, maybe.
Many thanks. We're through. We'll take care of your buddy. Out.
Fuck you, chair.
In on us now. I think they're in the building.
Can we get the fuck off this rooftop now?
This, sorry, messing around a little bit here.
Find another way down.
Sorry, these guys take forever to get anywhere. It's just very annoying. It gives you such a wide open area, and then it basically restricts your movements by really stupid ways, and has really bad AI scripting at times.
You can use this as a bridge.
Do it.
Oh, I've tried shooting this board, by the way. It's freaking Kevlar. You can't do anything to it. It's scripted. Fucking Boy Scout. How can you not make that jump? Alright, yep, let's go here. Let me show you how the game... I didn't know I could get that much momentum doing that one. Oh well. So the game does try to gate you at times like this. It's just very annoying. I'm assuming that it gets a little better later on for a specific reason I've seen because of how far I got before I did this. And this is what happens when you leave the restricted area, the area it decides you want to play in. You get that message. You get the same thing in multiplayer, but a 10-second timer. In this, you only get the 5 seconds. This kind of restricts where you can go and how far away you can get from danger. Delicious apples.
Temporary setback break. We're Oscar Mike, target location, over. Pushing through. Hope you're okay.
What happens if the PLR take over?
Just waiting.
Bro, America was founded by terrorists for terrorists. What do you think the fucking Revolutionary War was? History is determined by the motherfucking victim.
It's in the back of his helmet.
You know what, Campo? I often ask myself the same goddamn question.
Yep. Marine chatter.
Contact!
Alright, so in the multiplayer for this game, there is a very big mechanic called suppression. That is when people shoot at you, especially with high-powered weapons. Whoa, that spot always has a weird slowdown. High-powered weapons like sniper rifles or LMGs, you have trouble seeing for a few moments because of the suppressive effect. And it's a really interesting move. It's a really interesting technique to use, and it's really it's really fun, and this game does not use that in single player, and I'm kind of disappointed that you can't do it. Alright, door key. Alright, let's wait for him to line up. Let's see, this area has a very limited breath. You have to stay within this bubble they've set up. Alright, and why is that? Because it's all scripted, so they need you to see this stuff.
Shit, we got wounded NKIA in here. I got it. Misfit Actual, this is 1-3. I need cast back ASAP. How copy?
1-3, I confirm and oblige. Hang tight. Misfit out.
And this layout doesn't look right at all.
Oh, let's go see here. Alright.
Yep, I found something.
Oh, that's weird.
Not good. Secondary's under here!
Secondary, copy that! Oh, fuck, boys, we are attracting a lot of fucking attention! What's the problem? Can't you cut the wire?
I can't cut anything till this wire's traced.
Blackburn, you're nominated. Follow the wire!
Alright, following the wire. Ugh, I opened up my own doors.
Blackburn, did you get that? Follow the goddamn wire.
Alright, the game's teaching you how to crouch again. Whee! Hello, rat. Oh. Now, PETA protested this game because there's a sequence where you have to kill a rat. I thought it was in this part of the game, but apparently it's not. Look at the little bear. Got some wires in it. Alright. Alright. Now, I actually hit the right button there, which means I only have a 2-button QuickTime event. Woo! Unfortunately, the QuickTime event still lasts a fairly long amount of time. If you miss that first B button press, you actually get something like a 3-button system that you have to get through. It's over pretty quickly, and no one's worse for wear except for the guy who's on the ground.
Get up here now!
I wonder. No, it's not a real corpse, I guess. Alright, let's vault over that. Okay. So, they're taking some fire. This is possibly the most annoying section of the level. Even if you know what you're doing here, there is a very specific guy you need to target. Otherwise, you get fucked almost every single time.
Roger, we're engaged in the vicinity of 2.
Oh, fuck. I can't see where that grenade landed. So, there's a couple things in this section that make it a little dumb. The first is that there is a guy with an RPG who's going to shoot me when I get up there to go capture the objective that they have me going after. And the other is there's a guy with an LMG over here somewhere. You won't be able to see him until you get up here. And the third thing that I really forgot to mention, there's the guy with the RPG. You don't always see him if you don't know to look for him. But as you saw just now in that corner of my eye there, the cover falls away. So even if you get up here and you're on your way to the thing, you still have a really good chance of dying to random shots from these guys. Alright, oops, see? Alright, let's just go for it. And let's tell the world to go fuck itself because I got an LMG. Okay. Anytime you want to... There we go, bipod deployed. Oh, if you play this game, if you pick this game up, because you like what you see here, let me tell you one thing. If you decide to be a support guy, which I spend almost all my time doing, pick up the bipod on your LMG and never take it off. It is seriously one of the best attachments in the game. It's a lot of fun to use. You can suppress people, you can kill people, you can do a lot of good work with it. So I suggest using it. We're almost done here, but the game decided that it's not done with me. Alright, there we go.
Fall it back!
Yeah, the reason I went back here and laid down and used it is because I don't really like using it in the elevated position where they can shoot away my cover. So I'd rather be a smaller target than not. Alright, this is almost the end of the level. Let's get on this thing where I'm basically invincible. And here's your first mounted gun section of the game. This is actually... you almost heard it there. Let's overheat this gun just so you can hear it. And that's what it sounds like when you overheat a gun. here we go. Level's about to end. And hopefully everyone had a good time, and I'll see you in the next video, where we will be dealing with the aftermath of this earthquake. Bye, everyone.